Are you thinking about moving to Lexington, Kentucky, but the idea of a tiny regional airport with no international options makes you nervous? Want to really know what you're getting into before you move here and it's too late? Well, I am here for you, and today I'm breaking down the 9 things, good and bad, that you should know about the Bluegrass Airport. Number 1, location. LAX is about a 15-minute drive from downtown Lexington, located on the west side of town off of Man o' War and Versailles Road, right next to the rolling pastures of Keeneland's famous horse farms. It is super convenient no matter where you're coming from in Lexington, and getting in and out is a breeze, so that is one of the biggest perks of a tiny airport. Number 2, efficiency. You get from the parking lot to your gate in 10 minutes, and if you're getting dropped off out front, you can do it in 5. Yes, really. There is rarely traffic out front and rarely lines inside, and even when there are lines, it's nothing like LA, DC, or New York. A line might mean 40 people and a 15-minute wait. And if you're TSA pre-check, you will fly through even faster. Plus, the security staff here are actually friendly, they smile, and they seem happy to be here, unlike most every other airport I've ever experienced. Once through security, we've got a super easy to navigate terminal with just 2 concourses, so the whole thing is a breeze. Number 3, direct flights to major destinations. Here we go, the not so good. So of course, a regional airport is still a regional airport. We do have some nonstop locations, but outside of that, expect to be connecting somewhere. For instance, there are currently no nonstop flights to the West Coast from LAX. Denver is the farthest west right now, and if you dream of flying direct to Europe or Asia, well, LAX alone can't do it for you. There are no international flights here. But we will talk about alternatives in point 9. What nonstop routes do we have, you might ask? As of 2025, Lexington has 18 nonstop options served by 4 major airlines: American, Delta, United, and Allegiant. And between them, you can fly directly to Atlanta, Charlotte, Chicago, Dallas-Fort Worth, DC, Philly, New York. So we can cover a lot of major connecting hubs, so you can make it out west or international. Lexington is also well connected to vacation spots. Allegiant offers direct flights to Orlando, Myrtle Beach, Destin, Fort Lauderdale, Fort Myers, but be warned that some of the leisure routes on Allegiant are seasonal or infrequent, so maybe 2 to 3 times a week, not daily. So you might have to plan around the airline's schedule. But all to say, you are not isolated here in Lexington. It's actually a pretty convenient gateway to anywhere you might want to fly. And if all this has you thinking, yep, Lexington is calling my name, then I would love to help you make the move. My name is Shelby Johnson. I'm an Army veteran turned real estate agent, and I specialize in helping people relocate to Lexington. So if that's you, reach out, let's make it happen. Number 4, route expansion. So if the limited destination list in the last point has you not so happy, there is good news. Lexington is growing fast. The Bluegrass Airport has been actively expanding services, and just in the past couple of years, we've scored some pretty exciting additions, like the nonstop out to Denver, which is clutch if you've got business out west or just want to go play in the Rockies, or there's a nonstop now to Vegas. Perfect for conventions and chaos. Choose your own adventure. Connectivity here is legitimately improving, so expect way more flexibility in booking well into the future. Number 5, upgrades are underway. So passenger traffic in the Bluegrass Airport has nearly doubled in the last 15 years, and it's not slowing down. But instead of waiting until chaos hits like so many larger cities do, Lexington is getting ahead of the curve with major infrastructure changes right now. The biggest one underway is a $17.8 million parking and road expansion that broke ground mid-2025. This includes 815 plus new long-term parking spots, a second covered pedestrian walkway to the terminal, a reworked traffic loop, and a new exit plaza with extra lanes to help keep the traffic flowing. All of this is slated to wrap up by late spring 2026. And there's more coming. The air traffic control tower is actually being relocated to clear a path for major terminal expansion. Think more gates, improved amenities, room to grow. And speaking of amenities, we are on to number 6. This is an area that I feel personally Lexington has a lot of room for improvement. There are a few places to eat or shop, but hours can be hit or miss thanks to the limited flight schedule, and just overall, there's not much there. Here's what's available inside security. We have the Bourbon Library, which is comfort food and lots of Kentucky bourbon, of course. Cork and Barrel for your bourbon and fine wines to go. We've got Dunkin' Donuts and Cervezas. It's a kitchen and cantina that serves Mexican eats and cocktails. And then finally, of course, we have Snack Barrel and the news and gift shop. So grab and go, traditional airport snacks plus travel items, souvenirs, you get it. Now, I am a big lounge junkie, and lounges in the LAX airport, technically, yes, they exist, there's one. It's called The Club, and it's for Delta, American, and United frequent flyers, but it is definitely not a brag to your friends situation, and hopefully we'll get something like a Centurion lounge while I'm still alive to enjoy it. Overall, Lexington amenities gets the job done, but we could do better. Number 7, if you haven't flown in or out of Lexington yet, you probably don't think that views deserves a number on this list, but it does. Takeoffs and landings here are insanely beautiful. We've got the rolling bluegrass hills, the historic horse farms, black fences, and sometimes actual thoroughbreds just trotting below your window. And the runway is right next to Keeneland to properly welcome you to the horse capital of the world. And if you are coming to visit our beautiful city, hit me up. I am happy to share recommendations on where to stay, what to eat, and what to do, in addition to helping you make the move here when the time is right. For number 8, we have 4 mistakes to avoid. Mistake 1, don't forget your real ID. So new rule as of May 2025 requires a real ID or passport to board. Number 2, all 4 airlines have flights around dawn. So if the airport were ever to be busy, it would be early breakfast time. So don't push your luck. 3, try to snag deals. Since Lexington is a smaller airport, sometimes fares can be a little bit higher. So consider signing up for fare alerts or deal newsletters. So recommend tools like Going, which is formerly called Scott's Cheap Flights, to get email alerts when flight prices drop anywhere from 40 to 90%. And number 4, watch out for horsey holidays. When Keeneland race meets are happening, that's April and October, you'll find more tourists and horse industry folks flying in and out, so make sure you give yourself a tad more time than normal. And number 9, alternative options. If Lexington can't get you where you need or want to go, you have 2 major airports that are only just a little over an hour away. So we have Louisville to the west and Cincinnati to the north. And that means way more direct flight options, way more international options, and cheaper tickets. And also other airlines like Southwest, just in case that's your love language. But when you do have to use those bigger airports, just brace yourself because the entire experience changes. Now you're dealing with an hour-plus drive before you even see TSA, paying for potentially expensive garage parking, longer security lines, bigger crowds, and then when you come back from your travels, you're looking at that same hour-plus trek back home. These are just all things to consider in deciding which flight options are best for you and the family. Speaking of things to consider, make sure to consider the weather when deciding if you want to move here or not. Check out my breakdown of Kentucky's weather and what to expect when moving to Lexington. Thanks for watching. Bye.